and welcome to my new video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lex. Today we are looking at 15 different ideas for filling up those pesky empty spaces on your island. This video will feature all sorts of spaces, large and small, so I hope you can find some inspiration as we go through all of these options. I also wanted to say thank you to all of my members. Thank you all so much for being here and for supporting me. If you'd like to join, the link is in the description. The first example I'm visiting today is very large. This is a little froggy cafe overlook. I call it a cafe. It's froggy chairs and lily pad tables. I think they're so cute, and this is a beautiful example of how you can introduce all sorts of colors into your island. I think the terraforming here is stunning as well, so I wanted to make sure I captured this view. I mean, how beautiful is this? And we've also got a view on the other side. I just think all of the colors are gorgeous, and I love the flowers that were used here too. This takes up a huge amount of space on the island. Up next, this little filler area is precious to me. This is a much smaller scale, how to use up like little pieces of land that you want to decorate. This is a little milk cart. Look at this. We've got the milk truck, so many milk items, even the little cheese, and then the like milk tins on the side. I just feel like all of the details here are perfect. Also, I think it looks really good in the context of the island. It was just the surroundings were really beautiful, and I don't know, I've never seen a build like this before. I've never seen a little milk truck like this, so I loved it. I thought it was adorable. Another example is here using all of this terraforming and then a centerpiece using the Titan Arum, I hope that's how you say it, and the gazebos. I thought this whole area was really well done. I love the pathing here. It's very close to resident services actually, and it does indeed take up a ton of space. So if you have big swaths of land that don't really have any decor, this is another idea to inspire you. I think the items that are used here are great, and I love the symmetry that's involved here as well. I love a good wheat field, but the real inspiration here is how this creator used terraforming to fill up this area. I love the sunken waterfalls with little cliffs you can use to hop across. So on one side we have a wheat field, and on the other a large garden. Look at how beautifully these pieces of land fit together. I just love that there's a little stream running through the bottom, and also, I don't know if you're like me, but I like just having the little hops around my island. Like, it's a cute way to break up just the dead run that I tend to do around my Animal Crossing island. Maybe that's just me, but that's another pro if you do this kind of terraforming to fill spaces on your island. That, and it's just really pretty. Again, I really appreciated the springy colors here. This next build is giving Studio Ghibli. It's giving the first scene in Spirited Away where the parents find, you know, that little market with all of the food out. It's so tempting, and also Animal Crossing food looks kind of delicious, you know what I mean? Like, kind of reminds me of anime food, how it always looks so much better than any real food ever will. That's how I feel about the Animal Crossing food. I thought this little street market was so cute, and I love that touch in the back we get of not just this food area in the front, but the flower shop behind it. I also appreciated the layering of all of these furniture items to create, you know, a building vibe. It was nice, and it took up a pretty good chunk of space. I want to make sure to go back to a smaller area here too. Right in front of Nook's cranny, there was this empty little space where the pathing opened up, and I think this is so well done. Even though there are 2.0 items in use here, this area really reminded me of the beginning of the game. Maybe because of the terracotta pathing. That was my favorite path when I started Animal Crossing, and I don't know, it was so easy to navigate this island, and I thought this little seating space was so cute. I also love the glowing moss pond. It's one of my favorite items, and I haven't been able to use it on my islands yet. So I think this is great. I love to see it. I know that I said I was looking for filler areas that don't really revolve around a building, but I'm counting this villager's yard because I like the way it connects to the filler space behind it. So here we have kind of an intersection of sorts. We've got this garden here. It's like a little flower garden for this villager, and then if you walk up through the garden, there's this little well, and it sits kind of in the middle of this intersection. To the left is resident services, to the right is a bridge to the rest of the island. And I just really appreciate it. I think it's such a nice way to connect all of these areas. I mean, look how pretty it is. And also this little garden is just so cute. It connects to the beach as well. I just thought this was a brilliant use of space. Another small area is this one I really love. It's just, oh my gosh, look at these little benches in front of Nook's cranny. How cute is that? That's not what we're here to see, but I guess you can use that as inspiration as well. Look at this seating space. I think it's so cute. It's tucked between both an incline and a bridge, and I really appreciate how close the tree is to the bridge. I feel like I can never get it to work out right. Like, I can never get trees close enough to the bridge that they feel right, but this one does. I also like the framing with the street lamps, and I appreciate that this little seating area has a nice view. We've got that building to the left, and then, well, we've got Sprinkle as well walking around. But I just thought this was precious and so calming. This felt like a lovely spring island to me. Up next, I wanted to feature this area specifically because it has a butterfly pond. Look at that butterfly-shaped terraforming. I love it. I also appreciate this little campsite. I think the surroundings are really cute here. The pathing is really well done and complex, and I just think it's a nice little resting area. It's like one big campsite. It's also near some villager houses, but I'm counting this as a filler area because this doesn't really count as a yard, you know? This is like a community center. But look at all these features around. I love the colors in use, like this bright pop of blue, and I just really like all of the different flower colors that come into use here as well. I can't stop looking at the water terraforming, so good. I love this wide pathing, first of all, but look at this tiny filler space here where there's a gap in the road pathing. It's so cute! I feel like I would have incorporated too many furniture items myself, but this creator really leaned on fencing and bushes to fill the space, and then we have this really simple street lamp and bench to act as furniture for the area. I thought it was so pretty. I love the way the garden wagon looks here, especially from this angle. How cute. I just thought this was super adorable and very small. Kind of like the intersection featuring the well that we saw earlier in the video, I thought this was a great example of a transition space as a filler area. So this is mostly pathing, but I love the furniture that marks it. I love the way the path winds around that tree stump, and even the use of the very large item of the outdoor bath. This is another big area, but I think this one is actually pretty applicable across, sizes of areas you need to fill, because this kind of inspiration really could apply to a path, half or even a quarter the size of this one. But I really loved how all of the colors fit together, and it was so calming. Y'all, I was blown away with this one. This is a bakery. It's 2 stories too, and I think the mix of simple panels and the new building items like medieval building sites and the castle items, oh my gosh, the combination was just executed perfectly here. I don't think I've ever seen a bakery like outside on the island that I've appreciated this much. It looks so realistic, even in this view. I mean, check it out. It literally looks like a building. And it's all furniture. It's not an art. Oh my gosh. My mind boggled. I love this build so much. It was gorgeous in person too. Some of you may know that I'm currently working on a cherry blossom island. No, I haven't actually started working on it, but it's in my brain. And so I thought this little shrine was really inspiring. I love all of the colors that come into play. I love the items that were used, like the donation box here. I just thought it was so cute. And again, all of the colors around are just beautiful. I thought it was also cool that the shrine is literally like up against resident services. You can see the plaza in the bottom right corner. I just thought it was well set up. Also, look at the pergolas. They're so pretty. I was very impressed. I hope you'll appreciate with me that this is Port Angeles. This is a Twilight Saga inspired island. I kept hitting furniture because I'm dumb, but look at this port. I didn't count it as being like a part of the shopping center because it's kind of separate. Like the shop is over there, this is the port, whole different builds. It counts. And I thought it was cool also because, again, taking up a ton of space, the docks in between the yachts, I think, was a great idea because you can have all these extra furniture items that really lend character to the area, I think. Again, watch me run into items multiple times. It's fine. I was really impressed by this though, and I loved it because I found a little duck pond at the end. Look at them! Cuties! This next build also happened to be near Nook's Cranny, but it was a community area. So first the basketball court, and then a little bike rental rack. I thought this was really cute too, and again, some spring aesthetic going on. I love the cherry blossom trees. I especially love when they're used for cities like this. I think the pink really adds something. It contributes something to the city aesthetic. It kind of breaks up that industrial vibe that you get when you're doing an urban layout. That is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye!